John, do better.
Well, big news for travelers on I-90 in Erie County. PennDOT is going to be wrapping up major work on the reconstruction project, nearly 7 miles of the interstate. And of course, that includes Route 18, the interchange in Erie County.
That is huge news. PennDOT says work in 2023 focused on reconstruction of those westbound lanes in Springfield and Girard Townships and Platea Borough. And it is expected to wrap up by the end of the month. In fact, the whole project, $66 million of it, started a couple years ago. It's finishing a year ahead of schedule. It was supposed to be done next year. No more major work on 90 until 2028.
What a great early holiday present.
Good, yeah, that's what I wanted for Christmas. All right. The owner of 9 German Shepherds that were shot in Crawford County is now pushing for a change in how animal cruelty cases are handled.
Last June, Angela Humphreys and her husband were on vacation when Skylar Martin shot 9 of their dogs. They were in kennels on their property near Springboro. 7 of the dogs died, 2 critically injured, and Martin originally faced 9 charges of aggravated animal cruelty, but under a plea deal, 8 charges were dropped. Yesterday, he was sentenced to 1 month in jail, followed by 7 years probation. But Humphreys has launched an online petition on change.org. She has a goal of 500 signatures. That petition to make Crawford County prosecutors stand behind maximum sentencing guidelines for all animal cruelty cases. All right, we're talking what now following the latest out of Washington, D.C. after Steve Scalise, who won the majority of support to be the Republican nominee for House Speaker, has dropped out of the race. New developments.
Yep, now Jim Jordan has a majority apparently after a closed-door meeting today, though there are still questions about whether Jordan can get the 217 votes needed. They have to get basically every Republican on board, and that is such a deeply divided caucus right now. Only time will tell, but until we have a House Speaker, the House is paralyzed, and there are pressing issues like that war in Israel. Well, the season of strikes continues. The auto workers' strike, all it did was expand this week. Talks, they've stalled between SAG-AFTRA and Hollywood studios, but there is some good news for healthcare workers who have been walking the picket lines.
Kaiser Permanente healthcare workers who recently began a strike, talking a 72-hour strike, could be getting a new deal. The union representing 75,000 workers say they've reached a tentative agreement with the company.
That is huge news. Remember